Hey everyone, welcome back to another software developer profile review. My name's David. I'm a software developer with over 23 years of experience. I have run international recruitment teams. I have interviewed thousands of software developers. I've hired hundreds of developers, and I guess I've seen every mistake that you can make. So in this series I want to show developers what recruiters see, good or bad, when they look at their profiles, and how they go through your profiles looking for evidence enough to build their confidence in order to put you forward. So hopefully you can see where there are areas of improvement, etc. If you would like a profile review, please head over to crushing.digital here and click the profile review button. If you would like to join our free careers Q&A session every Friday, there's a button here and links to the calendar. I'd love to see you there. It's a pretty chilled out session. Come along, ask me any questions about how to land more interviews, how to break into tech, how to fix your LinkedIn and GitHub profiles, etc, etc. Anyway, there are other things on here, courses, books, go wild. Anyway, let's get back to the profile review. This one is for Blake Marcus, and Blake is a MERN stack developer. I believe it was front-end focused, but had MERN stack skills. And there was an interesting thing that I want to talk about with this. So this profile, when it first came to me, you'll see there's a hyphen here in between the first name and last name. That wasn't on the URL that was submitted to me, which that URL doesn't work. So I found this profile, but this is kind of one of the things that recruiters have to do from time to time. And this is why I say making your profile picture match between GitHub and LinkedIn, etc., so that people can tie two things together. They can find you and do this. So because people type things in wrong all the time. So you'd be surprised if you make it difficult for us to fix those little things that happen. We'll just move on to the next one. Hopefully I've found the right profile. I believe it is. There wasn't any other ones that matched the profile so easily in terms of being MERN stack developers. So let's carry on. The banner image is awesome. Tells me exactly what you do. If there was any doubt, it would be, which way you front end, back end, whatever. It says full stack here, front end here. Okay, so maybe it's now front end, but you have got full stack skills, so it kind of works in its own weird way. But love this, love the banner image. Happy with that. The about section is skilled, full stack developer with experience in both front end and back end technologies, proficient in version control using Git and testing with Jest. Strong design skills with Photoshop. This is all really good, loving it. So you've hit me with the value. If I was to ask for more, it's like, where can I see more? What are you learning next? What are you interested in? What are you passionate about right now? But other than that, this is pretty good so far. Featured section. There's a portfolio for me to look through. That's great. There's a resume. Awesome. Happy with that. There's clearly other work that I could go and see. Let's open that up later. So we'll come back. Experience working at Tesla. Oh, it's impressive. As an operations advisor. Okay, great. So operations management teamwork. So teaching assistant. So this probably needs some explanation. Like, is this because why deviate from what you were doing here in this role? Is just because you needed a job? Is it because it was Tesla? I don't know. That maybe warrants an explanation, but let's keep our eyes focused on the job that you're trying to find, to this front-end React role with possible full-stack JavaScript skills. Excuse me. So I want to find. Didn't mean to click on that. I want to find more information. Let's go in this contact. We've already opened that up. The portfolio. Can't get to GitHub or anything like that, which I would have liked. There's a resume. So what about activity? If we open up the activity, what do you talk about? So this is when you started that new position. Some cool opportunities that you're reposting. So diving into projects, but there's not much to help me at this stage. Okay, there's not a lot here, so I'm going to move on. And that's as far as a recruiter's going to go, because there doesn't seem to be anything obvious. If I get here, this looks a bit like, whoa. I have to literally rotate my head to get to the other side of the thing. So as a front-end developer, we should start making this look a little bit prettier, showcasing our skills. Here's your link to GitHub. You've made me click through from LinkedIn to contact information to portfolio to here to click through to GitHub. That's a big user experience issue, so I would be changing that. Here it says full stack. It doesn't immediately hit me with what do you want to do, what are you good at. I've got to read all this to find out. It's just a bit clunky so far. Now here's all of your value. All that value. I mean, each one of these projects could have been 10 posts. We could have unpacked all the decisions you made. Why did you do it that way? What are the challenges you faced? What tools did you use? What languages? What frameworks? What etc. etc. There's so much you could have talked about. There's so much you could have shown me on LinkedIn. So the recruiter, it could have been so much easier for them. The user experience would have been just stay on LinkedIn, all the values there. But now we've got to go through all these. What are they going to click on each one and look at them and they don't want to use a scheduler. They want to know, how did you build it? What tools did you use? And all that sort of stuff. So this is React. That's React. So you can see it's a bit clunky. It's a bit putting all the onus on me to find the value. If I get through to GitHub, in fact, I'll talk about this now while we're here. Profile picture isn't great. Can't really see it. I just think the background doesn't help. So I'd be changing that profile picture if I were you. This was your profile. We can get back to LinkedIn. That's awesome. So here you're a front-end developer. So there's that mixed message, front-end, full stack. But on these pinned repos, got pinned repos, great. No description here. This one's Node. This one's MERN stack. This is Node. So there's not really a lot to go on the React side of things here. So I'd be getting pretty nervous. So I want to see all of your most recent ones should be React. Can't tell. I could tell if I go in and have a look at the code, but is a recruiter who's not technical going to dig in and try and find out what you've been using on all these? Have you done any testing on them? Have you used any cloud services? There's a whole bunch of stuff that could have been very quickly related in all these descriptions that come up here. So at the minute, I can see you've got an interest. I can see this is what you want to do. I can't see much evidence unless I go to this portfolio, in which case there's still not enough to unpack what you actually did and how you made those things and why you made them that way. So again, it's just hoping that I see value when you haven't presented the value yourself. As always, I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm just trying to, if I just say, oh yes, it's great, that's not going to help you. I want to show you why a recruiter might go, I'll pass. It doesn't mean they're saying you're terrible at coding. It doesn't mean anything like that. It just means I'm unsure. I'm too nervous. I'm not going to jump into a call because there's not enough evidence to warrant that call right now. I'm going to go look for other developers who are making it a lot easier for me, making it more clear. And if I can't find them in the pile of developers I've got to go through, I might come back. That's always an option. But at the minute, there's not enough here for me to move forward, and that's why I'd be saying no at this stage. Hope that helps. Hope it makes sense. If you like the video, if you like these profile reviews, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.